everyone is hop, skipping, and jumping to their court. I can't wait to play pickleball. I'm so excited.
Cool.
By day 3, it was, oh my gosh, if I can just get through today, my feet are killing me. And that's when the light bulb went off and it said, you know what, we really can help.
Well, welcome back to the Future of Pickleball. This is the show where we talk to the movers and shakers, the people that are making things happen in the sport of pickleball. Today I want to welcome Bryan Scott. Bryan Scott comes from a really cool background. I think you guys are going to enjoy him. He was a Penn State football player and played in the NFL for a number of years. Bryan, welcome.
Paul, thanks for having me, sir.
I couldn't be more happy.
Yes, sir.
Give us a little bit of an idea. You had a really amazing background. Let's talk about pre-pickleball. Where'd you come from?
Yes, sir. So born and raised in Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia. And you were correct. I went to Penn State. I played football there, graduated 4 years. And then I was drafted in the 2003 NFL draft, the second round, 55th pick overall.
Very nice.
Yeah, yes, sir. So after 3 years playing in Atlanta, I was traded to the Saints for a year. And then I went up to Buffalo for 6 years. So a 10-year NFL career.
Very nice, very nice. What position did you play?
So I was here's the interesting thing about me, Paul. I was drafted as a corner, and I played about a year as corner, and then I played most of my career at safety. But then the last 2-3 years, I played linebacker. So I think I'm the only person to actually start at those 3 positions: corner, safety, and linebacker. I wish they would give me a bust in Canton or something, but I don't think they're going to do that.
Well, you know, it's interesting. We're sitting here at the Super Bowl experience in 2023.
Yeah.
One of the things that I thought would be so interesting about you particularly is your company, Foot Solutions. Where did you get the idea that pickleball was a place to focus?
You know, so I have a good friend. His name's Ryan Sherry. I'm sure the pickleball world knows exactly who that is. And Ryan kept saying, Bri, you got to come out and watch pickleball. So there was that big event in Atlanta, the Atlanta Open. And when I went out there, all I could see was, and I'm not exaggerating, day 1, everyone is hop, skipping, and jumping to their court. I can't wait to play pickleball. I'm so excited.
Cool.
By day 3, it was, oh my gosh, if I can just get through today, my feet are killing me. And that's when the light bulb went off and it said, you know what, we really can help.
You know what, it is. I'm real familiar with Foot Solutions, but not everybody will be. Guide us a little bit as to what Foot Solutions does.
For sure. So Foot Solutions, it's a foot wellness company that specializes in making their own custom orthotics. But we're retail-based, we're a franchise. We also sell different brands of shoes, brands that you've heard of, other brands that you might not have heard of, right? But our whole thing is, how do we keep people healthy on their feet? So no matter what it is you need, right? And we're in this white space of having podorthist in our stores. A podorthist, I know.
Thank you.
That's what I looked at. I was going to explain that. I had never heard the term podorthist until I got involved with Foot Solutions. It's a healthcare ally to podiatrist. So they can address many different foot conditions. We see plantar fasciitis all the time, bunions, corns, calluses. I mean, you name it. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, now, so you met Cher Bear.
Yes.
And then, but you guys have made a significant move into supporting, being part of the fabric of pickleball. How did that decision come about?
Yeah. So again, after that Atlanta Open, we sat back down as a team. The CEO, John Prothro, he was there with me. And we said, we can help, you know, and the mission was, because John and we got into pickleball then, and selfishly we were like, how can we help build this sport? Because we enjoy playing. We got to keep people healthy, you know, so this sport grows. And that's how the decision was made. And so we called up the PPA at the time. They weren't affiliated with anyone else. Said, how can we help support? And here we are now, 3 years later.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that's really interesting, we're at this event that the NFL Alumni Association has decided that they want to start drawing their retired guys into pickleball from a health and wellness.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing a little competition. Also. But is that something that you think we're going to see some pretty good traction?
I hope so. You know what? And I want to be on record to say, so now about 2 years ago, I made an announcement. I was in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, and I made this announcement. I said, I know I've been retired from the sport of football for almost 10 years, but I'm coming back to professional sports, and I'm going to enter into the pickleball draft.
Very fun.
This was before they had a pickleball draft,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But now you're seeing a lot of guys move into that sport because you're right, especially the retired guys. You need to find something that you can still play, you can enjoy. Has to be low impact. I'm not saying that pickleball is low impact because there still is a lot of movement with it, but it's a sport that you can play up until any age.
Yeah, we're trying not to run into each other too hard.
That's right. No. We're not hitting
Gotta
anybody
keep that
anymore.
out of the
That's
equation.
right. That's
very
right.
cool. Very cool. Well, now let's talk a little bit about your start in pickleball. I like to say that I was part of that in the standpoint that I think I was the first person you ever hit a pickleball with.
Oh, you're absolutely correct.
And so that's a year or so ago. What have you been doing?
Yes. Oh man, Paul, and thank you for that. So I want to tell everyone, great teacher. Paul gave me a pickleball that had letters and numbers all over it. And he said, listen, just keep your eye on the ball. Whenever it comes to you, catch it and tell me what you see. That's how you keep your, that's right. I love it.
Yeah.
So since then, man, I played in a number of tournaments. I actually won gold and won.
Oh, you and John partnered
I will
together.
hold that, yes.
Yes.
I won't say what level I played, but it's okay. You got to start somewhere, right?
There you go.
You got to start somewhere. But I really love the game, man. I really enjoy the game. Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you, it's been interesting. I travel a great deal in the sport, and I get to a lot of different parts of the country. I've been startled with how many ex-pro athletes we see coming in. It's kind of like for them, and then a lot of other people that have simply been athletes their whole lives.
That's right.
They're coming to pickleball as the thing to do.
That's right.
And it is in your network, in your friends' network, whether they were ball players or not. How many of them are starting to play pickleball?
You see it a lot. So when I started to post about it, I had a lot of former teammates and guys that I might have played against. You play pickleball? And the story is really the same. Why we get into it, because when you watch it, you think, man, that's easy. Anybody, come on, what kind of sport is this?
Right.
So you go out and you play, and then you realize it's a lot tougher than it looks. And you're probably getting beat by people that, from an athlete, you're like, man, I can compete on any level. And it's not happening.
That's why I like meeting you guys early. I want you early in the equation.
Man, then the competitive juices kick in.
Yeah, very fun. One of the things that's being discussed here while we're at the Super Bowl experience is the concept of hosting a tournament that we think could be very cool, that would be an NFL team playing an NBA team.
Oh, sign us up.
Playing NHL team.
Oh, come on.
Playing Major League Baseball.
Come on.
I was talking with the management guys from the Alumni Association.
Yeah.
And I said, well, do you know who the golfers are? He wasn't aware. We got some of the great golfers in the world are taking their pickleball very seriously.
Really?
Yes. And so I think that would be fun. Wouldn't that be a hoot?
That would be so much fun. I'll tell you what, I know how we beat the NBA players. We stay low, just dink. Make them drop down. No overheads, no lobs.
There you go. Well, I like that. Well, now tell me just a bit about Foot Solutions. You're a franchise operation. How many locations? Where can somebody find out about Foot Solutions and the answers you have?
All great questions. So we have about 70-something locations right now between our brand Foot Solutions, and then we have a sister brand, Happy Feet Plus, based in Florida. We are all throughout the country, so you'll see our hot pockets are the Southeast, obviously out here in Arizona, the Midwest. They're snowbird territories. And to learn more, go to footsolutions.com.
Very cool.
Yeah, footsolutions.com. You can make an appointment. We are online, but please go into a store. If you are experiencing, I like to tell people, if you're experiencing any type of foot pain, knee pain, just go in and have them take a look, because we're not getting any younger, and we got to stay on these pickleball courts, Paul.
Some of us aren't getting any younger. You're still a little younger. So, well, Bryan, I want to say thank you so much. This has been great. It's cool to be here as part of the Super Bowl experience.
Yes.
What a fun thing. I hope you run into a whole bunch of your old buddies while you're here.
Thank you.
This is very cool. Thank you so much
for having me.
My pleasure. What did you think? I told you it was going to be a good one this week. See you next week.